I think I think I'm going to actually enact it by the end of this month. But I'm shutting off my sub only content, and from now on I'm only doing I'm only doing free and free content and pay-per-views. The reason why that is because I am in a position where I just can't regularly post content anymore because my life is like getting really volatile and in some in good ways, others in not great ways. But it's too volatile for me to just promise weekly content anymore, which sucks. So there's that. Also, I'm not gonna lie. I know this is like the coldest of cold teas by now, but bitch, the deepfake porn stuff has been living in my head rent free. Unfortunately. Like it's been like really taking up my mental space when I like try to create stuff in that regard. And it's because people think that the effect on sex workers in that regard is that people are stealing our content and we're not getting paid for it. And by like, yeah, and that's really true. That is very, very true. And that really sucks. But for me, that's not the biggest issue. But of course, I am biased and I don't make that much money from it, anyways. But that's not like that's not what's the biggest issue for me personally. Yeah, it's not the biggest issue for me personally, and I think it's because I went in there. Well, yeah, I don't make much money from it anyways, but also I went into sex work being fully aware that that was going to be an issue, having our work stolen. It's really common, and like it's really common to the point where like if you look at like tutorials and like guides and what have you on how to run a business, a lot of them will tell you that that's what you're going to have to deal with, and they give you tips on how to deal with it, but my point is it's really common and it's inevitable and it's going to happen. So I went into sex work knowing full well that that annoying aspect of sex work is just inevitable. So I already came to terms with that. Bitch. So that's not my biggest reason why. It's also because the concept of deepfake porn specifically is like if my content gets involved in that, which I don't know if it has, I hope not. It doesn't, hopefully like my very low status in that regard will make it really less likely to, but I don't know. All it takes is one asshole, right? But yeah. So the concept of it, if I get involved, is that like if you use my content for that, you are literally forcing me to help you ruin someone's life, and I don't. And obviously, I really don't like that. I really don't. So like I started like doing sex work, and I started doing it like in the back of my mind, worrying if somebody's going to take it and then use my content to destroy some random woman's life. Just because, like, just to take them down a peg. Like, maybe, like, that woman was a little too strong and capable for that guy's liking, and then they used me to force them to forcefully use me to lower their social status. And, yeah. So I'm trying to. So it's kind of like ruining the fun for me, and I hate that. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying to like find like boundaries that I can set, and yeah, trying to find boundaries that I can set, and like how to deal with that to prevent that from happening any way I can. And I feel like the easiest way I can do that is to make it harder for people to access those contents. And it's like with sub content, you just gotta pay like one payment for a month and you have access to all of these things. Like all of this material you can use to ruin some random ass woman's life. Or you have to like keep paying for each individual video or picture, you know? Like, one's easier than the other, so that's why I'm removing it. Boom! It's gone. To be honest, like, I don't see that in, like, regular members of my community. A lot of people in my community are really sweet. And I would be really surprised if they were capable of doing that. We are small, but we are wholesome. But because generally the porn community is very, very full of people who watch porn but hate the people who make it. And as such, would steal content to the degree where that's just expected in the industry, would commit revenge porn, and like I am not surprised that it has bled into AI. So because I don't know who is capable of that, and because I know there are lots of people who watch porn who are capable of it, I'm just going to play it safe and not give people the option to.